Here we are with a new video on Naraka Bladepoint, and today we're talking about the brand new game mode just added, Rift Traversal. This mode is heavily inspired by Escape from Tarkov, a highly immersive experience where we'll encounter not only other real players trying to steal our loot, but also monsters and bosses from Showdown, along with new appearances and mechanics pulled from multiple past modes, all merged into one. The goal? Loot as much as you can and escape as soon as possible. It's a more dynamic and thrilling version of Tarkov, full of side games and activities that we'll now go over, not counting the map missions. Let's start with the storeroom, where we'll collect all the items we find. We can sell items to other Naraka players thanks to a beautiful trading system, and this storeroom isn't static. As we complete quests and collect loot, we can upgrade it, expanding the space available. It's a really interesting feature. You can also buy back resources with the money you earn, and the list of available items is huge. Next, we have the camp, where NPCs will sell us gear, but that's not all. There's a long list of weapons you can buy, and you can also craft them yourself. There's also a refurbish system. After repeated use and repairs in-game, your gear will eventually lose durability until it hits 0%. At that point, you'll need to bring it to the blacksmith to repair it. At level 15, you unlock the forge, which for me is still locked. The second NPC is the enchantress, who runs a rune shop where you can buy and forge rune ores. She also handles the etching of runes into weapons and armor. One rune I really recommend getting is the one that helps you scan or find items faster, because in this mode, at least for now, it's a serious race, not just against enemies, but also your teammates. First to loot wins. It's a battle of speed and reflexes. The third NPC is Seller Sincere, who isn't all that sincere, but he sells healing items and shields. Eventually, you'll also be able to craft powerful gear with him, like backpack expansions and other important items. He also controls the expansion of your storeroom. Now, let's take a look at the loadout to better understand what we'll carry in-game. There's a brand new grappling hook called the Mole Hook, which lets you dig underground to escape quickly. Super cool. On the right, we have the item bag, where all your in-game potions will go. Then we have the Peachwood case, which is your main backpack. You'll also have a Century chest, where you can store your rarest loot, and even if you die, those items will be safely brought back. On the left, we have your weapon loadout. There's also the Battle Edict, which is useful if you're afraid of losing your gear. Using feathers, still unclear where exactly to get them, you can access preset loadouts, which is especially handy at intermediate levels. For example, there's already a purple Peachwood case that offers 34 slots, much better than the standard blue ones with 28. This gives you an early advantage in terms of what loot you can bring home, especially for heavier or more valuable items. And now, let's get into a match. After this beautiful animation, we're ready to spawn into the actual map, which is absolutely packed with things to do with your teammates, though, let's be honest, they won't always feel like teammates, especially when it's all about who has the faster fingers or the better gear for looting. The first tip I can give you is to always dig in the ground holes you find. You might come across some interesting items. Second, keep an ear out for what I like to call the purple chest. You'll often hear the sound of one nearby. When opened, these give you pretty good loot, or at least something valuable. They're quick and easy to open, so don't skip them. You'll also encounter showdown monsters, which you can ignore unless they're bosses or related to quests. Now, the most important chest is the gold chest. To unlock it, you'll need to either dodge or parry its attacks. If you want to get it quickly, use parry. Most of the time, it contains 1 or 2 gold items, and if you're lucky, even an extreme item, but those are very rare, especially early on. As you move down the map toward the red chest, you'll come across 2 dice chests. I highly recommend opening them. They contain valuable items, and whoever rolls the highest number wins. Or, if the others give up or show no interest, after 10 seconds it's all yours. or instantly if you're alone. If you don't find one of the dice chests, check the nearby small temple. The second one might be there. Always check chests scattered around the map. You never know what valuable item you might find. Below that area, there's another gold chest, often contested by enemy teams. This chest is locked inside a large circular room and requires completing a simple mini-game to unlock. You can actually complete it alone. Your team doesn't need to follow you. All you have to do is drop your equipment on the 2 raised platforms at the entrance. Once you weigh one down, go to the second and do the same. That's it. However, the room is filled with strong monsters, so it's probably better to defeat them first. They deal way more damage than the common enemies and have a lot more health. Remember, this isn't showdown, so no defuse mechanic. You'll need to dodge and parry well. This room also contains a purple chest, so make sure to stop by every match. Inside, there are also 2 Morris blessings. The first player to reach them gets usually a gold item, and one of them offers rebirth, in case one of your teammates has died. In that area of the map, there's another mini-game, which looks a lot like the one from Holoroth, but I haven't figured it out yet. The arrows to position the pillars seem to be missing right now. To reach the final boss, you'll first need to defeat 2 mini-bosses whose locations are marked by monster faces on the map. Defeating them gives you a purple chest and 1 key each, and you'll need both keys to unlock access to the final boss. But before we face the boss, let's talk about another cool feature of this map, the Golden Roque Escort. It spawns in different locations, and just like in previous game modes, your goal is to escort the cart across several checkpoints. At each stop, it drops rewards, usually purple chests, and at the final stop, a gold one. This activity is one of my favorites, and there are several possible routes per match. It moves slowly though, and between checkpoints, you might run into enemies or encounter showdown monsters. But don't worry, these ones aren't too strong. Alright, now let's go take down the other mini-boss and get the second key we need for the final showdown. After opening the final chest, I recommend that, since time is almost up, you head to one of the exits that will start to open. The first 2 doors will become available when there are 6 minutes left, and eventually only one exit will remain. If you manage to escape through one of these main doors, you'll be able to take everything with you. However, if you go to the whole exit, you'll only be able to carry 10 pounds worth of loot with you. There's also another way to escape that I won't be showing in this video, but I will in the next one, still focused on this game mode. By activating 3 portals scattered across the map, you'll be able to escape through a poisonous pool. What an interesting feature. But now, let's get back to our camp. At the camp, you'll now be able to unlock various contracts with the vendors. These will help you gather important resources, unlock new levels of their services, or simply help you make money to buy whatever you're missing. Now, I'll quickly show you, after clearing out my inventory, how to sell the items you don't need. It's easy, just click on the item and hit Trade. If you don't want to sell it to other players, because it's low-value loot, you can sell it instantly to get the money you need for something else. Thanks for watching the first guide on Rift Traversal. Before we wrap up, just a quick reminder that Naraka is free to play and you can download it on Steam, Epic Games Store, their official website, or play it on PS5 and Xbox. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to follow, leave a like, maybe drop a comment, and hit the bell to get notified when new videos go live. Thank you so much.